as someone who has every workout class and every gym always say, well, we're changing the game and this is different, and everyone has like that like claim, and some of them suck and some of them are great. Like what about his
I
thing
critique
really?
you for yelping people. I don't believe in Yelp.
Okay.
Yelp could suck my dick. You know, a lady comes in and works out with Jonathan. She really wants to suck his dick. So Jonathan is great, but then I go see Jonathan. He sucks ass. I don't want to. I took the style of working out, and I just Googled it and WebMD'd it, and the results were results I wanted. It took away the beginnings of diabetes too, because of the weight training and the rise of insulin. It plays into that game.
But you also lost a lot of weight.
It played in the game of lowering your blood pressure. What's the first thing they tell you? Not, God forbid, anybody in this room. What's the first thing they tell you when your grandpa gets a heart attack? He made it because he was strong. Mm-hmm. What they just tell you? They didn't tell you he made it because he could run from here to Montezuma's get revenge. You know, thank God he made those runs every day. They really saved his life. They always say that to you. He made it because he was strong. I knew him taking out the garbage would do it all those years, whatever the fuck. Strength is big.
Yeah, you know, what I think to help you answer the question is that it's down to its basic common denominator. It's stripped down. It's exercise stripped down to what you're supposed to do, the purpose of it. And that rings true to a lot of people. When you say exercise is just about getting strong, like you just said, it's not about being able to run to Montezuma. It's being strong. That's what saves your life. And it's, for me, the message is very clear. Let's forget all this bells and whistles stuff and kettlebells and different techniques and killing yourself and working out really hard. Yes, working out hard is important. You got to push yourself. But why push yourself to get hurt? That's a very simple question that can be easily fixed. Just work out hard. Yes, work out hard, but just do it in a safe way so you don't pay the price later. That's all we're saying. That's all Ken Hutchins said. And that rang true with me because I'm licking my wounds. And Joey, you're licking your wounds, and you've been there, done that. And then you have Ira in your head. He's like, hey, well, I had one coach that told me not to do it because the intuition has been there. And way before Ira, in 1980, I think you said it was around, but there was this Bob Hoffman, a bodybuilder called Bob Hoffman, wrote an article. Don't quote me on this, but I think it was about 1962. In 1962, Bob Hoffman wrote an article in one of the strength magazines talking about lifting weights slowly. Again, the intuition has been there about lifting weights slowly and safely to really fatigue a muscle. This is not hard stuff to get around. And then you ask yourself, well, if just fatiguing the muscle is what it's all about, then why are we doing all those other things? Why are we doing 3 sets of 10 and 15 different ways that are going to compromise the joints when it's not necessary? When people are getting just as strong working out once a week for 20 minutes. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. You can work out 3 days a week, 4 days a week versus once a week the way we prescribe. And people aren't getting 4 times stronger than our clients. I mean, if you're going to work out 4 times as long, you better have 4 times the results, but not even close. Maybe 1.5 times the results, but at what risk? So, I kind of feel that our workout is not so much about this great scientific discovery, because we've all known you have to work out hard. What I think is great about this workout, it's about risk management. That's what we're finally taking into account. Nobody takes into account the risk associated with a stimulus like exercise, a very powerful stimulus exercises, and it can do as much harm as it can do good. And when if you respect exercise for the fact that it can do harm and it can do good, when you start to respect it and say, how do we get the most out of it without hurting ourselves? This is what it becomes. It becomes lifting weights slowly, once or twice a week, and I don't know. Everything else kind of pales in comparison until something even more efficient or safer even comes along. So I'm open for more suggestions.
It's crazy
as time goes on.
The first 3 or 4 weeks, I was like, this is bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I just got duped. And then something started to happen. I would walk out of there, and I'd feel like a fucking bus hit me. The walk to the car was like shit was moving. I'll never forget being at a light one day in my Subaru, and my forearm just started
Quivering.
and I was like, and then I went another month. I signed up for another month. What the fuck? And that month, now I couldn't go to box on Tuesday mornings. Like, Jesus Christ, I can't fucking. And God forbid you don't do something Wednesday because it attacks you even more. You're like, what did I fucking do? I did these things with my legs, and I did.
Took 20 minutes.
Pushed them in, and I pulled down on something, and I turned on something, and I can't fucking move. I gotta go to the Chinese lady at Happy Hands over here, the best massage, $40. I took lead, no hand job, nothing like that. Legit. They soak your feet, nicest people. I got a punch card and everything. They're tremendous. Ying Ying. I don't know.
You get a free one after 10?
I was gonna say that's why you brought me to get the free one.
I took him because I wanted him to experience it. It's a nice little afternoon thing. But all jokes aside, it was rough. I couldn't. It was either going, and I started when I did it for one time for 2 months, one time a week for 2 months. And then I said, I got to jump on this. But I tell you what made me a believer afterward. The breathing. I liked the breathing, and I liked it when you go to a gym, I got to hear fucking rap music or fucking reggaeton. Out of 1 out of 10 gyms really has on what you want. You guys didn't have that. You guys have yourself to listen to. And that's really different when there's no bells, there's no whistles, and you're really listening to your body.
That also came from Ken Hutchins, by the way.
That is the most brilliant part of that workout. I incorporate that workout Mondays and Thursdays. I want my Mondays to start in my head. While I'm working out, we really don't have... When you and I were working out, John, we talked, but we kept it, and the other thing is that it's what America's praising today. If you talk to every exercise specialist, they're talking to you about HIIT, about doing 3 minutes, resting 30 seconds. The first couple times you do the squat at your place,
same thing.
You need a couple fucking minute rest, but the more consistent I get, now I'm turning this into a HIIT program. I'm going from there to the benching, to the pulling, to the fucking V things, to the back machine. And now you're turning into this. And you know what? It's funny. Like, I think I looked at one of your web pages or one of your videos on YouTube, and there's a joke. The guy's like, why is he working out with his suit? Bitch, because you don't even break a sweat, you dumb motherfucker. You just know that you've been hit.
Yeah, people
by
like
a
to make.
brick.
We literally have these businessmen in Manhattan coming in. They loosen their tie, they take their sports jacket off, and they work out just like that. And people make fun of us for that. Like, it must be some kind of pussy workout or something like that. And we laugh back in their face, like you just said. Yeah, we're actually working out. We don't even have to break a sweat, but we're getting just as strong as you are, motherfucker, right? And you're spending hours.
You walk out of there, and right now I'm walking around 294. When I joined the program, I was about 292. I'm sure, they do a BMI test over at the strength, and I have put on muscle. I've lost fat. Listen, I'm over 50. I got a child. I got 1,000 things on my plate. I wish I could go to jiu-jitsu for 3 hours a week. I wish I could kickbox for 2 hours a week. I'm 56. Recovery is a lot. And this is where this program also stresses 2 things that America loves, and that's rest and recovery. If I moved to New York tomorrow and I come see you and I had $1 million and I said to you, Coach, I'm ready, you'd say, Joey, I'd love to take your fucking money, but for you to see the results, how about I see you Monday and maybe Thursday, and I'll switch up the results for you, and then we'll see where you go from there. Right. I'd love to take your money. I love people who say, I'm going to go see John 5 days this week. Bitch,
take it.
you'll come in a wheelchair.